Okay. So very good afternoon to one and all cadets present here. I'm going to share.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Very good.
Good afternoon,
Very
sir.
good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. The chat box. Raghavendra, Shruti, Yalvin. Very good afternoon, one and all. I will share my desktop screen so that you are able to see my presentation. Cadets, are you able to see my presentation screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks for the response. The subject code along with the subject name we are going to see throughout this semester is UDIT 201 Foundation of Information Technology Lab. And currently we are going to see.
Sir, I'm not able to see, sir, your presentation.
Is it so for everyone or?
Sir, I'm also not able to see.
I'm seeing your chat box,
I'm also, sir.
No, but it's visible for me, sir.
Sir, I can
Okay,
see only
once again,
chat box.
Wait. I will stop the sharing and again I will start the share. So now it is visible. Are you able to see?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, now visible.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Fine. Thanks for your response. So currently we are going to discuss about the exercise number 4, that is organizational chart. Before getting into that, the agenda for today's session are attendance at the start and end, introduction about myself, netiquette should be followed, learning objective and outcome, recap of previous session, introduction, explanation, summarization of the topic, then at last Q&A feedback if any. So with this agenda, I will move on to the attendance part. So cadets, please unmute your audio and mark your presence. Yeah. Answer attendance for Ajit. Ajit. Sarath. Vaishak.
Present, sir.
Sanit. Rika Bhanuchandar.
Sir, Sharath is present, sir.
Yeah, please Sarath. Rishabh Kumar. Vijay.
Present, sir.
No, I'm hearing two voices. Is it Rishabh Kumar or Sujay?
Sir, Rishabh.
Rishabh Kumar.
Sujay.
Present.
Present, sir.
Okay,
Sujay.
Fine. Noted. Nandana.
Present, sir.
Anwar. Anandu.
Present, sir.
Yasir.
Present, sir.
Yaldin.
Present, sir.
Sachin. Sachin Kumar. Pragar Gupta.
Sir.
Dikshan.
Present, sir.
Pragar Gupta.
Present, sir.
Pragar Gupta. Yeah. Okay. Dikshan.
Sir,
Nitin?
Sachin Kumar is also present.
Sachin Kumar. Okay, noted. Vijay.
Sir,
Krishna.
Sachin Kumar also present. 0313.
Noted, pa. Noted. Krishna.
Present, sir.
Abdul.
Present, sir.
Santosh Kumar.
Present, sir.
Kabilan.
Present, sir.
Rahavendra.
Present, sir. Present.
Reggie.
Present, sir.
Jibin Moon.
Present, sir.
Rahul. Akash. Rahul. Okay. Naman Sharma.
Present, sir. Present.
Ankit Kumar.
Present, sir.
Deepu Joseph.
Present.
Bakarapeta. Bakarapeta Chandu Prasad Reddy. Shruti.
Present, sir.
Ankit.
Present, sir.
Insaf Rahman.
Present, sir.
Suraj.
Present, sir.
Gopi Krishna.
Present, sir.
Sandra.
Present, sir.
Shreyas. Yuvraj. Alexius. Yadunan.
Present, sir.
Neha.
Present, sir.
Okay.
I am Sarath, sir.
Okay, sir. Noted.
I am present, sir.
Yeah, tell your name.
Hello, sir. Is present, sir.
No, tell the name.
Ajit, sir.
Hearing some distortion. Once again, please. Again, Ajit. Is Ajit? Okay, Ajit present. So Ajit present. Then any other? Sanay, Rikabano, Akash, Pejin, Bakarapeta, Shreyas, Yuvraj. Anyone here? Okay, fine. It says attendance. Okay. So last class we did the hands-on session under unit number, exercise number 3, that is timetable creation, along with exercise number 2, that is formula editor. So some of the cadets completed. So rest of the cadets complete it soon and upload it in the Google Classroom. So this class we are going to see the new exercise number 4, that is organizational chart. So what is meant by organizational chart means each and every organization has its own hierarchy level. So with that levels, the document also prepared with the help of this MS Office Word. So is it possible with the Word means it is possible. The hierarchy levels not only applicable for the organization, we can also do that for any process. For example, if you are having the titration levels, then various levels of mixing the acids, then that also can be represented with the help of this organizational chart. Then the life cycle of Lava, life cycle of any programming language, For example, life cycle of Java programming language, or life cycle of C programming language, or your own life cycle, how you started from your childhood and what are the achievements you did still. So that is also one sort of life cycle. Then coming to the relationship, your family relationship, your dad, your mom, yourself, your siblings, and your cousins. So these are all also comes under this particular organizational chart. So how we are going to do the organizational chart with the help of this MS Office Word. That is what we are going to see today. So I will open up the Word screen. Cadets, is my Word window visible to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Fine. Thanks for your response. So there are two methods we can use to compile this particular organizational chart. I will tell the two options also, two methods also. Why we are using two methods means the first method is very simple. We can just plot, that is, we can just select the template, we can add up the text within that boxes. That's enough. The thing is, you want to select the correct template from the listed templates. That is the first thing. But the limit, that is the limitation under this first method is, if we are choosing any complex problems that cannot be plotted under this particular first method. The first method is called as smart art. The second method is called as shape. I will type it. I will increase the font size. So method one.
Sir, your voice is not too clear, sir.
My voice is?
Your voice
sir,
is
it's
not
breaking.
too clear, sir. Something beeping in the
Sir,
background.
your voice is breaking.
The birds, sir.
Now it is okay, or now also having a discussion?
Sir, too much background
Sir,
noise,
too
sir.
many distractions, sir.
Some birds chirping. It's a power cut, so the noise is a bit higher. That's why I guess power went off. So birds are chirping. Just a minute. Now it is fine. Somewhat fine, I guess.
Yes, sir,
Yes,
now
sir.
it's
Yes, sir.
okay.
It's fine, sir.
Yeah, okay. Power went off, so the birds are chirping. Yeah, we will continue to the session. So the method one, we are going to use the smart art. And for method two, we are going to use the shapes. So these are the two different methods. These two different methods are located under the insert menu. So I will show a. So under insert illustration ribbon, we are having this smart art, we are having this shapes. So I will explain one by one. First one using smart art. So I will take the simple example, that is our university organization, university self-organization. So our university hierarchy levels. We can take up the entire university, or we can take up the department level also. For example, in our university, the hierarchy levels are our chancellor, then our vice chancellor, then pro chancellor. After that, there is a deans and HODs, then faculty, then students, and at last stakeholders, that is alumni parents. So these are the simple organizational levels within our university. If we take up into the department level, the head, that is the dean or HOD, is the first one. After that, there is a faculty. After that, there is the student, and at last stakeholders. So this is for the department level. So for the taken problem, you are going to apply this organizational hierarchy level. You can also take up your family relationship, as I told earlier. So I am taking the same example I told. So the thing is, you are going to select the insert and smart art option. After clicking over that, it will display one dialog with lots of templates. So the first option is all. All will list all types of organizational charts. You can scroll it and you can select. Then in specifically, if you want to, means you can select it from the listed one, that is list, process. This is mostly used for the milestones levels of the organization. Then cycle, so you can use it for the charting, various charting levels. Then life cycle, then hierarchy. This is only we are going to see today. That is the organizational hierarchy. Then family relationship also. Then the matrix and the pyramid. It is the food pyramid. Its best example is food pyramid. So these are the default things listed. Under this, I select hierarchy, and I'm going to select this particular box. So once I finalized, I select it and I am pressing the OK button. So it will get listed. So let us do. I will move on to the second page. So these are the sum of the text. If you want, you can increase the number of boxes or you can decrease the number of boxes among the listed boxes. And if you want to increase the size of the drawing, at the end of the box, that is in the window, each edge consists of this particular dots. If you move the cursor over that, you can see the change of shape in your mouse cursor. So if you want, you can
Hello,
shrink
sir.
it. If you want, yeah.
Hello, sir.
Help,
Sir,
yeah,
can you
help,
please repeat it once again? How it will come?
yeah, okay, sure. You will visit the insert menu and then smart art option. So after clicking smart art option, it will display some list, predefined template list. Under that, whatever your taken problem, you are going to select the, for example, if it is the process, any process, you can choose the process. If it is any life cycle, you can choose the life cycle. Then relationship, pyramid, then hierarchy. So I selected the hierarchy levels. So after the selection, I am going to click the OK button. So once I press the OK button, the entire organization chart get displayed in your working canvas. Now it is fine, clear, pa?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, fine, thanks. Pa. So at the each and every edge, there is a small three dots. While you move the mouse cursor over that, the cursor changes its shape. So with that, you can drag it to shrink the size of the diagram, or you can increase the size of the diagram. So this is what the basic
Sir,
things. Then, tell me.
how to increase boxes?
The handle is,
Boxes.
yeah, that's I will come. That I will tell. So first thing we are going to see how to add the text. So while clicking over this text, you can add up the contents of the box. For example, here I will type fancier. Then the second thing, here I am going to add vice chancellor. Then here I am going to type pro chancellor. Then here I am going to type deans. And here I am going to type HODs. So after that, under the dean and HOD only, the faculty, students, stakeholders will come. So this box is unnecessary for my taken problem. So what I'm going to do means I'm going to click the box and I'm going to press the delete button. Once I press the delete button, the box gets deleted. So this is a previous thing. So after pressing the delete button, it gets shrunk. So the box gets deleted. So to increase the size of the box, you are going to click over the box and make a right click over that. There is an option called add shape. So in the add shape, there are 4 options available. That is add shape after, add shape before, add shape above and below. Now I required one box below the shape wherever I selected. So I'm going to click over the option add shape below. So the box gets appended to the existing boxes. Now it's clarified, cadets. One of the cadet asked the question how to add more number of
Yes,
boxes.
sir.
Yeah, fine. So here, if you want,
Yes, sir.
you can add up the text by right clicking over that and then edit text. So here I'm going to add fashion. I'm going to make a right click and then choose the option add shape below. Then again right click, edit text, because as it is a new box, you want to make the option edit text. Then students. Then again I am right clicking over that, then add shape below. Then here edit text, I am going to type stakeholder. That's it. So this is what the simple organizational level hierarchy. So as it is looking very small, I am going to increase the size using the handler. So I'm going to increase the size using the handler. So this is what the first
Sir.
methodology. Yeah, Talpa.
Hello, sir.
Yeah,
Sir,
Talpa.
if we want to add 2 boxes in one box, sir, how we add, sir? Like, sir, in Chancellor, we added Vice Chancellor and Pro Chancellor.
Yeah, if you want, you can add like this. You can make a right click over that, add shape. So add shape after, add shape before. So I will add shape before, sorry, after. So like this, you can add it. Got it?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Got it? Yeah.
Yes.
So I doesn't record that number of boxes, so I didn't add it. So that is the option. That is what I listed. I've shown the 4 options: add shape after, before, add shape above, and then below. Okay. So this is what the organizational chart for any organization. Simple organizational chart. So this smart chart is the very simple plotting methodology for doing this organizational chart. But some complex problem, we cannot choose this particular smart chart because the templates was not available. For example, if you are doing any complex problem or solving any complex problem in your ship as a captain, that cannot be plotted like this because that particular problem does not have the default template. So in those case, you can move it for the second option, that is using shapes. In simple, the flowchart of one programming language, that can be any programming language, C, C++, Java, HTML, anything maybe Python, anything maybe. If you want to do the flowchart of that particular programming language for the taken problem, means it cannot be plotted with the help of this Smarta. It can be only done with the help of the shapes only. So that we are moving to the second method, that is using shapes. So I will explain this also. The same example I am going to take. So for this is a default color. If you want to increase, if you want to apply different set of colors, then it's also possible, because here also two add-on menus get appended once you click over that box. So see the above menus, design menu and format menu gets appear. So in the design menu, you can choose the different set of boxes like this, like this, like this. I can set, and also I can change the colors of the levels. For example, now it is like this. If I want, I can choose this or choose this. So we can also apply different sets of colors. So that's also possible under this format menus. The second thing, we are going to see about the shapes. So this particular shapes option available under insert menu and then shapes option. So here there are some default titles are available. For example, after clicking the shape drop down, it will show the lines, basic shapes, arrows, flowchart, callout, stars and banners. So with the help of this, any one of the shapes, you can plot the organizational chart also. For example, I will take this rectangle right now. After selection, you are going to use your mouse cursor, place in any one of your working canvas, click and drag it to draw the shape. So this is what the working fashion, that is a drawing fashion of the taken shape. So after making a selection, you are going to click over any one area of your drawing canvas or working canvas. After that, you click and drag the mouse cursor so that it will draw the selected shapes. Clear, Pa? Having any queries in this?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Fine. Thanks for your response. So after this, the new add-on menu, you can see it in the menu bar, that is format menu. Under format menu, you can apply different types of styles. I can choose this one. Then in the shape fill, if I require, I can fill any color. I can fill this color. And in the shape outline, I'm having weights and dashes. That is the outline of the box. So if I want, I can choose this particular dots, this particular anything maybe. So then the dashes, that is the line color. Sorry, line size and line base. So these are some different types of option available for this shapes. So once you finalize everything, you are going to add up the text. So make a right click over this box and select the option add text. So now I am going to add the text. So after that, if I want, I can increase the size also. I can apply the alignment also center alignment. So after that, I am going to make the second shapes. There are two things, two types available for creating the new shape. So one, I can use the same option, insert shapes and again rectangle. Instead, I can also make a copy of the rectangle, whatever I drawn. If the same shape I'm going to replicate in some other place, I can use the copy and paste option. I will do the both. The first one, I will choose it from the insert and then shape option. I'm going to draw the same thing and I'm going to apply the same colors, styles. And I'm going to make a right click over there, selecting the add text option. Now I am selecting, so I'm typing Vice Chancellor and making the text a little bit bigger, and then the alignment as center alignment, and the size is 13. So I'm dragging the box. There are blue colored dots available at the edges of the box. If you want, you can drag it to increase the size of the box and also to decrease. So now what I'm going to do means I'm going to have the same shape in different location. So I'm making the copy by using Control C option. By selecting the box, I'm using the Control C option in order to copy. After that, I'm clicking outside the box, then pressing Control B, that is paste option, so that the same box gets replicated. After that, using the mouse handler or the keyboard arrows in your keyboard, you can drag the box to the specified or specific location. So this is what the creation of shapes. So now again what I am going to do means I am going to click outside and I am going to paste the same box. So here I didn't did any connections. Once I finalized all the boxes with its textual contents, then only I'm going to give the connection. So wait for the connection till end. So next what I'm going to do means here I'm going to change the text as Vice Chancellor. Here I'm going to change the text as Dean. Then I'm going to shrink it, the space. I'm going to move this a little bit. After that, I make a copy of this particular Dean box and pasting it again. I'm moving here and changing the textual contents as HODs, Deans and HODs. So after that, I am making the same replication again under Dean box. So this is the first one. So the second one and the third one. So now I'm going to edit the text. So here faculty, here big student, a little bit longer the textual content. So I'm going to increase the size of the box, and afterwards here the stakeholders, increase size of the box. So I plotted all the boxes as per the previous example. So now what I am going to do means I am going to give the connectivity between the boxes. So how I am going to give the connectivity means same insert shapes option. Under that there is a lines options available. There are various number of lines. If you want, you can select any number of lines. So first thing, I'm going to select this arrow. So after clicking over this arrow, I'm going to click and drag the mouse button to draw the shape. So for this shapes also, there is a format option available. For this line, I can increase the size of the line. This weight of the line, I can increase. I can apply the different set of arrows. These are the various types of arrows: double arrow, right hand arrow, left hand arrow. So many types of arrows available. If I want, I can choose any number of arrows. Then again, I am going to click over this shape and then empty line. That is the line without any dash, sorry, without any arrows. I am going to select this. So same, I am going to apply. Weight I am going to apply as 1 point. Then I am going to move this to the center of the arrow. After that, I am going to replicate the same arrow. So I am using the Control C, outside, Control V. So I am moving the arrow to the end. And again, I am replicating the same arrow to this end. So once it is completed, I am going to move the boxes according to the arrows. So like this, I'm going to move.
Please once more say how to take that arrow.
Sir, please, please.
Yeah, okay, fine. So you are going to take up from the insert menu and then shapes option. Here there are arrows, list of arrows are listed. So among those arrows, you any number of arrows. I choose this particular arrow and then I draw with the help of the mouse button. Click and drag option. Is it clear now?
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Sir, yes.
Yeah. So once it is created, if you want again means you can make a Control C. There is copy option and then paste option. First time only you want to go and select the insert shapes option. After that, you can use the Control C and Control V options. So here, now I want to increase the size of the line. So what I am going to do means, I am going to click that particular line and clicking over that add-on format menu. At last, there is an option called size. So I'm going to increase the what?
Screen is not visible.
Sir,
Yeah, one second, wait.
we can't see the.
Yeah, wait. I will stop the sharing and again I will share. Now are you able to see?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. So the size of the line I'm going to increase now. How I'm going to increase means I'm clicking over that line first. Then I'm going to select the add-on menu format. At last, there is a ribbon called size. So in that, I'm going to either increase the length, either increase the height. So I'm going to increase the height. So I'm clicking over this drop-down boxes. So the length of the line gets increased. So once it is increased, I'm going to use the arrow to move at the end and also moving the box little bit.
Sir, your
So this is what
PPT is
the
stop at a point. Sir, the thing is, it is visible, sir, but it is stopped at a single time.
Video
For
is
me, it's
stuck.
not visible, sir.
Sir, please.
again it is not visible to everyone.
No, sir, it is visible.
Yes, I can't see, sir.
It is
I can't
visible.
see,
It
sir.
is visible.
What is this?
But it,
It's visible,
It's
sir.
stuck,
stop.
sir.
But sir, whatever you are doing is not visible. Screen is visible, but sir, whatever you are moving your cursor or anything, it is not visible.
It is free
It,
space, sir.
The screen is stuck.
Okay. Wait. I'll check my connectivity.
For me, it's blank, sir.
Yeah, having the good connectivity only. I will stop it again and I will share it again. Now it is fine.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, now we are able to see.
Sir, we can see that.
Yeah. So what I told earlier means to increase the size of the line. So for that, you are going to select the line and then you are going to click over that format add-on menu, and at last there is a size ribbon. In that you are going to increase the height or width either. So here I required only the width. So I am going to click over that width option so that the length gets increased. After that, I am moving the box in accordance with that. So this is the fashion of giving the connectivity between the boxes. So once it is finalized, here also I'm having two boxes, the same connectivity required. So what I'm going to do means I want to replicate the same arrows here also. But here I used one empty line, 3 arrows. So what I'm going to do means if I want to replicate, I want to select all the 4 arrows. There is 3 arrows and so I want to select the first arrow. After selection of the first arrow, I am going to click the control. It is pressing the control key along with the mouse click. So after pressing the control key, if you move the mouse cursor over the line means the shape of the cursor change to small plus symbol. So I'm clicking over there so that the second line gets selected. After that, I am repeating the same step for the selection of the third arrow, selection of the fourth arrow. So once it's all selected, then I'm going to make a right click over there and clicking over the option grouping. So in the grouping option, I'm going to select group. So if it is so, the entire arrows gets clubbed into one particular shape. So now I am going to use the control C option, clicking outside, and again I'm using control V option so that the entire box gets replicated here. So here I want to move like this, and I'm going to move the boxes accordingly. At this point, you may have the query like the same distance I'm having means okay. If the distance was very small means how I am going to fit that particular shape. Maybe the question is on your mind. If it is so, for example, here this particular box is little bit small. This particular box is little bit far away. So in those case, I can click over that shape, right click, grouping, and again I press the option ungroup. So if I press ungroup, the entire shapes gets split into different types of shape as we seen earlier, so that you can make a shrink of the lines or increase the width of the lines. Then you are going to select all the arrows and again press the option group and ungroup. Sorry, group and group. Then next one, I'm going to use the arrow, down arrow only, So I'm going for insert and shapes option. I'm going to draw the lines. I'm going to replicate the same line. I'm going to decrease the size of that is length of the line. So I'm going to use the format menu, size ribbon, and then length. So I decrease the length, and in accordance with this, I'm moving the box. Then I'm going to click over that arrow, make a Control C option, then Control V. I'm going to paste it to my required location. Moving the boxes also to the same location. Then again, I'm pressing the Control V option for the arrow. I'm moving to the specified location. Then moving the box also according to the arrow. So I created the entire organizational chart, whatever we discussed earlier with the smart. So this is the way of creating the smart, organizational chart with the use of shapes option. Is it clear? Any queries you are having?
No, sir.
No,
No queries,
sir.
sir.
Yeah, fine. So next class we are going to, tomorrow's class we are going to see our hands-on. So with this, I will stop the session because you told there is no queries at all. So the last part, I will take the attendance. I will read out the absentee's name. Stop the recording also.